What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Havoc Sports Podcast. Another solo episode. Hopefully, Harry gets back soon. Um, should be back next week, and then we'll get on the regular schedule, guys. So it's just me again. But like we said earlier, we want to bring you guys more content. We want to keep that weekly upload going. That's important to us. So maybe look to have 2 episodes a week sooner, at least for the NFL season. We'll see how it goes in our schedules. Also got a giveaway coming up, episode 20, so look forward to that. But today's episode is about Caleb Williams, a little bit of fantasy, a little bit of the Patriots. As you know, I'm a Patriots fan myself, so I'm going to break that down. So let's get into it. Off the bat, a couple of notable injuries going around. We've obviously known Puka Nacua hurt. He's on the IR for at least a couple more weeks, could be longer. We're not really sure. As well as Cooper Kupp going to the IR. So both Rams players are down. So especially in fantasy, look to pick up at least DeMarcus Robinson. He might be the only one playable there. But very notable and very fantasy relevant. That Rams team is in a lot of trouble. A.J. Brown's with the hamstring. Maybe miss a couple weeks. Hopefully he gets back soon. CMC on IR could miss half the season, could miss more. Who knows if they can make a playoff run if they try to just save him for the playoffs. You don't really know. And then Isaiah Pacheco going down. Looks like it could be a 6-week injury. So I don't know who they're going to have fill in there. I saw they picked up Kareem Hunt. He's not going to be ready to go probably this week, but could step into that role. When he was originally a Kansas City Chief, he was really good for them. So that could be some exciting stuff. But yeah, that's a couple of the serious injuries for a lot of top players are getting hurt right now. There's a lot of questionable ones. Kenneth Walker could miss more time. CeeDee Lamb's questionable. So just kind of a scary season so far this year, and we're only almost 3 weeks in. But let's go ahead and jump into last week's game, last Sunday, I should say. At the time I'm recording this is Thursday. Patriots play later today, and I might get into that a little bit later. But a very close, very good game against the Seahawks, and one that I thought the Patriots actually could have won with what we showed against the Bengals. I thought they were going to come out and actually win this by a touchdown, if not more. Hunter Henry really showed a dominant tight end performance today with the rookie receivers. Jacoby Brissett just going to the old reliable. He had 8 receptions for 109 yards, which you'll see up on the screen. But the Seahawks, man, the Seahawks were cooking through the air. DK Metcalf, 10 receptions, 129 yards, and a touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba popped off. This offense throwing was just too much to handle for the Patriots. And even with Kenneth Walker out, Zach Charbonnet, he did all right, but he wasn't really necessarily a game factor. It was just that air raid. And we ended up going to overtime. And the drive kind of stalled. Seahawks kept their drive alive, and they ended up taking this one 23-20. So I'm happy with the fight from the Patriots. Sucks the way we lost, but this team is showing that they have a lot of fight and a bright future, especially for when Drake May steps into that role. As always, Harry's not here, but we do cover the Bears on the channel, so I'm going to hop into that real quick. You saw in the title, I put next Bryce Young, and it's kind of scary a little bit, The Bears end up losing 13-19 at Houston. Both quarterbacks have 23 completions. Caleb Williams has 174 yards, but 2 interceptions. 174 yards isn't bad. No touchdowns, but he's not taking care of the football either. And that's the big issue, right? It's not necessarily that he has to get all these touchdowns, but is he being smart and efficient with the football? And from that game, no, he's not. You look at C.J. Stroud, 23 completions, 260 yards, and a touchdown to go with it. No pick, no fumble from him. Just taking care of the football in a close game where it's a real defensive-sided matchup. And taking care of the football is what wins the game for the Texans, right? So C.J. Stroud, a great quarterback. I hope Caleb finds that stride. I hope he's not the Bryce Young right now. He had a lot of potential at USC, but he's a rookie. He's got a lot of growing to do, right? So hopefully he gets back in that stride, but it is a little scary. If I'm a Bears fan, I'm a little bit worried about now. And then week 2 duds. I didn't put a lot in here because I really wanted to talk about 2. And I threw one in because he's on my team. And I see a lot of people a little worried, not necessarily because of his talent, but because of who his quarterback is. So we'll talk about him first. Amari Cooper, not great. Another bad performance where he has 4.1 points. He's going up against the Giants next week, guys. This is the matchup you want him in your roster, right? If he can prove and come out and Deshaun Watson can hit him, that's the big thing. The connection between them is not there. The targets are there. He's getting 8, 9 targets. They're not completing them. So hopefully that gets a little bit better as the season goes on. They get kind of dialed in. Who knows? Deshaun Watson might not even be there if he gets suspended, right? So, but Tyreek Hill, this hurts. Tyreek Hill fans, this is my advice for you. Hang on to Tyreek Hill. Don't look to trade him. Tua is going to be out 4 weeks, and Tyreek Hill will be right back in stride. It's going to be a grueling 4 weeks, but Tyreek Hill will be fine when Tua gets back into the system. It's a 4-week window. Hopefully you can hang on. I mean, if you get a really good offer that you can't turn down for him, then trade him, right? But otherwise, it makes no sense. I think he'll be all right. And then the final guy I have on this slide is Jamar Chase. Where is Jamar Chase? 7.5 points. Another disappointing week. Well, if you look at Jamar Chase's history, his first couple of weeks of fantasy football is the same exact way. So hang on to Jamar. Don't panic with Jamar. It's going to be okay. This is his trend, right? He starts off slow, and then he starts just popping off and having these tremendous games when you need him most, right? He's going to get you into the playoffs. He's going to help you get through the playoffs and hopefully help you win that fantasy football championship at the end of the season. Don't panic on these two. They are the 1A and 1B receivers of fantasy football. They're going to be fine, right? Like I said, I'm recording this Thursday morning, or Thursday, not morning, but Thursday afternoon before the football game. Patriots fans, let's go. Let's get behind our team. We play the Jets. This is the first time we get to see the Aaron Rodgers in a Jets jersey against us. I'm a little worried, but I think we'll come out pretty good again. Jacoby's doing a great job at taking care of the football, so if he can just continue to take care of that football, especially against a defense like this, I think the season's a lot more promising. I think we lose this 28-17. Fantasy-wise, you start Ramondre, you start Garrett Wilson, you start Breece Hall, right? Those are going to be your top 3 guys. Hunter Henry could get a lot of passes again, or a lot of catches for a good amount of yardage, as that seems to be Brissett's go-to guy. So fantasy-wise, you want to be starting those 4 guys for sure. But I hope the Patriots can prove me wrong like they did in week 1. I think it'll be a really close game, but I think this is one that definitely slips away from the Patriots again. I know it's another short episode, but I am by myself, right? So hopefully next week we get back into having my other hosts and Harry. But as always, guys, we love you. We love the support that you give us. Stay tuned for the giveaway, guys. Stay tuned for the giveaway. It's going to be fun. We're so appreciative of all the support, and we want to get back to you guys. So this has been the Havoc Sports Podcast. This is Colton, and I will see you guys later.